Now we have to know the differences between latitude and longitude. Latitudinal lines are also known as parallels. Longitudinal lines are also known as meridians. Direction east to west, parallel to the equator. For longitude, direction is north to south and converging at the poles, and widest at the equator. Latitude, they are parallel lines. Longitude, they are not parallel lines. Latitude, they range from 0 to 90 degree north and south. Latitude, they range from 0 to 180 degrees east and west. Latitude denotes the distance from the equator, north or south. Longitude denotes the distance from the prime meridian, east or west. Latitude, total number of lines 180 plus the equator. And for the longitude, total number of lines 360. The latitudes and the longitudes intersect each other and form squares called grids. This network of grids is known as the grid system. Pattern formed as lines of latitude and longitude cross one another used to determine the location on the earth. We can identify locations on the earth's surface by using a grid system of latitude and longitude. Latitude gives a north and south direction, and longitude gives an east and west direction. This system helps us in measuring distance between, finding directions between places on the earth's surface. This grid system helps us to locate places accurately on the globe and maps. For this, we need to know the latitude and the longitude of the place. The point at which they cross each other will be the location of the place. In this diagram, you can see the horizontal line are the latitude and the vertical lines are the longitude. Each latitude and longitude is 15 degrees away from each other. To locate a place, first we have to know the latitude and the longitude value of a place. Suppose in the picture, in the left top corner, you can see 45 degree north and 30 degree west. That means 45 degree north is the value of the latitude and 30 degree west is the value of the longitude. So we need to find these two lines where they are crossing with each other. That point will be the location of that place. Applying this process, you can easily find 60 degree north, 30 degree east and 60 degree south, 45 degree west, 30 degree south, 45 degree east very easily. The countries to the east of the prime meridian will face the sun first. Gradually, as the earth moves, the countries in the western hemisphere will face the sun. That is why the easternmost country, Japan, faces the sun first and America faces it, the sun, last. Now we have to know what is Greenwich Mean Time or GMT. All time is measured from Greenwich, a suburb of London in England. The 0 degree longitude line or the prime meridian passes through Greenwich. Greenwich Mean Time (GMT) is the time it is in Greenwich. Greenwich was chosen as a lot of world's sea charts were being drawn up in England at that time. A country may have many longitudes passing through it. Hence, different places may have different time within the country. Thus, every country chooses a longitude that passes through its center, and the time at that longitude is taken as the standard time of the country. In India, the longitude of Allahabad, which is 82.5 degree east, is taken for calculating the standard time. This standard time is known as Indian Standard Time, IST. That means Indian Standard Time. The Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead of the Greenwich Mean Time. What is the differences or distinguish between GMT and IST? GMT. It is calculated under 0 degree longitude. World Common Time. The meridian passes through Greenwich near London. IST. It is calculated under the 82.5 or 82 degree 30 minutes, you can say, east longitude. The Indian Standard Time, IST, is the Indian Standard Time. It passes through the middle of India near Allahabad. Now we have to know what are maps and what is cartography. Map is a visual representation of Earth on a flat surface. A map is a simple depiction of a space, a navigational aid which highlights relations between objects within that space. Most usually, a map is a two-dimensional, geometrically accurate representation of a three-dimensional space. Map is two-dimensional because we can show only the length and the breadth in a map. But in our real world, with the length and the breadth, there will be a height of an object. So we can't represent the height in the map. So the map is a two-dimensional representation. And what is cartography? The art of making or drawing maps, or the science and the art of map making, is called the cartography. We can divide the maps basically in three types. First one physical, second is political, and third one is thematic maps. Physical maps shows what the surface of Earth looks like. That means hills, plateau, plain land, rivers. That are the physical maps. A political map shows political units. That means the countries, states, provinces, cities, etc. A thematic map is a type of map or chart especially designed to show a particular theme connected with a specific geographical or geographic area. These maps can portray physical, social, political, cultural, economics, sociological, agricultural, or any other aspects of a city, state, region, nation, or a continent. What is map reading? Map reading is the skill of interpreting information on a map so that you can develop a bird eye view of the country in your mind. This picture includes the location of roads and tracks, the shape and slopes of the land, the location and type of natural features. For example, the rivers, creeks, deserts. The location and type of structures, for example, bridges and dams. The vegetation type and density. The first thing we should understand when we look at a map is the direction. But it is really easy. In every map, the north direction will be shown with the help of an arrow pointing upwards. When you place a map on a table, on the top of the map is the north direction. The bottom of the map is south. The right side of the map is the east and the left side is the west. When you know the four main directions, you can easily locate other sub-directions. For example, northeast lines between the north and east, northwest between the north and the west, southwest between the south and the west, and south is between the south and the east. It is not possible to show the actual size of the thing that are shown in the maps. That is why scales are used. The scale is the ratio between 2 points on the ground and their corresponding distance on the map. A scale on a map is the relationship between the physical object and the features that represent on the map. For an example, the length of a road on the ground and the way that the road is represented on the map. The scale is the relationship between distance on the ground and the distance on the map. The map scale is usually given as a fraction or a ratio. That means 1:10,000 and is often accompanied by a visual scale in a bar form. 1 unit on the map is equal to 10,000 on the ground. That is the meaning of 1:10,000. Suppose the distance from Kolkata to Rajahmundry is 1000 kilometers. If you are drawing a map, then you have to represent the distance by a smaller unit. Then you can represent this 1000 kilometer in 1 centimeter. Then your scale will be 1:1000. And if you show the distance of 1000 kilometers in 5 centimeters, then your scale will be 5:1000. Scale can be represented in 3 ways. First one is a fraction, written statement, or graphical scale. There is a certain kind of language associated with maps. There are different symbols, colors and signs to show different things in the map. We should be able to understand these symbols. We have to know the important boundaries like international boundaries, state boundaries, district boundaries, and we have to know the main important physical features like rivers, canals, lakes, etc. And there are important signs like national highways, state highways, other roads, roads with bridges, railways, airports. So these important symbols you have to remember. Different colors are also used in maps. Many colors on map have a relationship to the object or the features on the ground. For an example, water bodies such as ocean, seas, rivers, etc. are shown in blue. Plain or lowlands are shown in the light green or yellow. Forest we show with green color. Mountains, hills, desert, we show it with the brown color. And red color is for plateaus. Now we have to know some important facts. The earliest known globe was made by a scholar named Predis around 140 BC. That means before Christ, before the birth of Jesus Christ. The westernmost point on land according to the path of international dateline is the Attu Island in Alaska. The easternmost point on the land according to the path of the international dateline is the Caroline Island. It is in Kiribati. Latitude of a place can be determined using an instrument. It's called sextant. Navigators carry this instrument to find their location over the sea. Chronometer is the instrument used by navigators to determine the longitude of a place. So these were the most important topics from this chapter. So I think I made myself clear and you have enjoyed the video. Thank you.